Hi, if you're a business owner or you want to grow your business or you have a challenge with the leadership and you want to enhance your leadership with the next level, please stick around because today I am in conversation with President and CEO of Sandler Training, Progressive Concept Inc. Please help me welcome Graham Rawlinson. Welcome, Graham.
Hello, and thanks very much, Mohammed, for having me on the show today.
Let me start with this. Where were you? What happened? Who are you surrounded with that inspired you to uh, to start Central Training Progressive Concepts Inc.?
Yes, well, I was working for one of the large organizations, one of the Fortune 100 companies actually at the time in sales, and I was tasked with putting together a large team of salespeople to go out and develop a particular product range that the company hadn't had much success with before, but it was a great product, but we just needed the right team. So I put the team together and I really enjoyed working with the salespeople. I'm a mechanical engineer by occupation, original occupation, but I really enjoyed working with the salespeople and working with the team and developing them. And that really inspired me to get into the idea of training salespeople, training sales managers, and working with salespeople.
That's wonderful. And what are the top three mistakes to avoid?
And the top three mistakes to avoid, I think, for anybody really is first of all, one is first of all removing the limitations that you self-impose. People impose limitations on themselves and believe that they maybe are only able to do certain things. I was in my younger days, figuring out that if I could remove those limitations that I put on myself and really open myself up to the opportunities that existed, then that really made an opportunity for me to go further and go far within the organization and then later on in life in my own business. Secondly, is making sure that you take responsibility for your own actions and stop making excuses. Really, you have to understand that you're the one who's going to drive your business forward. You're the one who's responsible to take the actions necessary to make that happen. And don't expect other people to do it for you. It's not going to happen that way. And so take full responsibility and really just take ownership and get on with it. When you're out there, don't wait for somebody else to do it. Get on with what you need to do, have your plans in place, put your strategy in place, and just execute.
Uh, we are talking about, so we covered uh, three mistakes. So we covered one, I think.
One was sort of like self-limitation that I had imposed on myself and the ability to be able to do a lot more and believe a lot more. The second one was making excuses. Really, don't make excuses for lack of results or lack of production or lack of, achievement of specific goals. You need to really take ownership of that, and stop making excuses, because when you make excuses, you'll externalize and say it's somebody else's fault. When you really take responsibility for your own actions, then you internalize and realize, what do I need to do differently in order to get achieve my objectives. So taking responsibility was really important. And then thirdly is just get on with doing what you need to do, taking the actions necessary instead of waiting for somebody else to try to help me get there. I need to really be the leader and driving the pace of the organization and pushing it forward rather than waiting for somebody else to do it for me. So taking action is really, a mistake that people don't do. They sort of like wait for somebody's help and wait for things to happen, wait for the industry to turn around, the market to turn around. Just get out there and just do it.
What is your greatest failure story? What did you learn and how did you recover from it?
Probably one of what I would see as a failure story, but it was actually a success, is when I put this original team together many years ago, I'm talking 30 years ago. We built the team, we did exceptionally well in a very short period of time. We increased market share considerably and obviously sales. But the failure in that is we did too well too quickly, and one of our parent companies decided that they were going to take that business direct instead of using the sales force that we built to actually develop the market. And as a result, they actually took the business direct and away from us at that point in time because of a change in the management of the company. And as a result, we ended up having to unfortunately redeploy the team. But at the end of the day, you have to just realize that, when you're working for a large international company, that sometimes the leadership do things for different reasons and you're not in control of that. Even when you're successful, things can go wrong from what you perceive as been the right strategy or the right way to go about business. So we moved on by really actually taking on other challenges within the organization and actually moving from the UK over to Canada to head up the organization over here. So I learned from that is not to take it personally and not to let it bog me down. Just move forward, move on to the next challenge and give it your all.
What are the top 3 success secrets that others can follow?
Top 3 successes is, first of all, is recognizing, I think, that you don't need to be the answer to everything. Opening up to mentors, opening up to other people, realizing that you don't need to know it all, and opening up and asking for help is not a bad thing. I'm a high D personality. I tend to want to drive everything myself, but the downside of that sometimes is that you don't reach out for help when you should do. So that was one of the things that I learned that I needed to do is don't be afraid to ask for help and don't think that you need to know everything. I think the second part to that is is make sure that you have the right people around you, people who can help you and help you be successful and keep you thinking about the positive things you can do with your business and with your life in order to achieve your goals and where you're trying to get to, and stay away from the people who are not supportive to you. Not everybody's a great client, not everybody's a good customer, not everybody is the right fit for you. So making sure that you find the right people to work with, the right people on your team, and making sure that you've got the energy to keep you going within your business.
Graham, we are entering into a speed round. That means quick questions and short answers. Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
What is the most impactful business book you have read, and what did you learn from it?
The most impactful business I read at one stage was Good to Great by Jim Collins. When it came out about 15 to 17 years ago, it was a great, if you have a process in place, a strategy, a good template for other businesses to use to help their business go from a good business to a great business. So that was an impactful book for me at the time.
What do you want to be remembered for?
Remember, there's somebody who's always been there to help businesses grow and help people exceed their expectations. One of the things I always feel as though is getting people to strive for more, be more effective, be more productive, achieve the things in life that you want to achieve. So I always want to be remembered for somebody who was there to help businesses thrive, help people thrive, not only in the personal life, but also in the business life.
How do you overcome a challenge life throws at you?
I typically see challenges as opportunities for growth. In life, we get challenges thrown at us every day. So you've got to learn to deal with challenges. You've got to learn to overcome challenges. One of the books I read early on was Dr. Paul Stoltz in his book in Turning Obstacles into Opportunities. And that was a great eye-opener for me, that a challenge is an opportunity for growth and to increase your strength and increase your skills and move forward.
What do you want to do when you grow up?
I'm pretty grown up now. I'm in my senior years, but I still want to do what I do. I actually love working with companies and helping them grow. I love working with the different teams that I work with, and they're young teams, medium-aged teams, large teams, small teams, even entrepreneurs. It's been great to work with them and help them grow and go from different one client to another client, and take those challenges and those opportunities and share that insightful information to help them again remove the barriers and just really achieve their full potential. So it's exciting to do that.
Once you have a revenue generating idea, how do you convince your significant other?
Basically, communicating the ideas through helping people to see and this. I think telling people, we want to go ahead with that is the wrong thing to do. If you get people to share the information, to communicate that information clearly, communicate the opportunity that arises from it, and then get them bought into the idea and accept the idea to move forward with it and ask for their openness in sharing what they feel about the situation, it opens up opportunities for everybody.
What are you grateful for today?
I am grateful that I am here. Last year, I had a life-changing event. I had a heart attack and ended up with open heart surgery, which was a genetic thing rather than a health style. But obviously, we got through that. We're here today, and I'm pleased to be continuing doing what I do now. I just enjoy it. So I'm grateful to be here, grateful to still be working with great clients and open clients, and that's what I love doing.
Wonderful. Amazing to hear that. Who is your living mentor and what is the impact they have on you?
I don't particularly have one mentor. I have a number of people that I look to and look at and share information back into and openly discuss things, which helps me to break out my shell of my own thinking. I always think it's better to work with people who've already been successful, and share the success that they've had and share the same challenges that they went through. So I probably about 6 people that I typically work with and talk to, not every day, obviously, but I go to at different times, with different situations that I come across.
Why is being impactful important to you?
I think we're all here and we all have a purpose in life. And, I enjoy what I do. I enjoy the opportunity that this business actually brought to me to help work with clients who are open-minded with the idea of wanting to exceed their expectations and wanting to do well. That opens up, opportunities for, great discussions and open-mindedness to work with great people. So that's what gets me motivated every day is working with great companies and the challenge of helping them get to the next level.
How do you start your day?
I typically start my day. I always have what I call my morning papers. Those are things that I need to do and would like to achieve that day, and so that I can start the day fairly focused on things that I want to get done fairly early on, and then move on to other items. So, as I say, we used to call them the morning papers. This is just my list of what I want to achieve throughout the day, and then when I can look back and I've checked everything off that list, I can feel that I've had a successful day and a productive day.
Who is your ideal client?
We work with a lot of SMEs, but basically ideal clients is really a client who's open-minded, somebody who's looking for help. I found out many years ago that I can help a lot of people, but I can only really help the ones who want to be helped. And I can't help people who don't want to be helped. So really, as any businesses, whether it's engineering, IT, marketing, whatever it may be, as long as they're open-minded with the idea and understand that reaching out for help and working sometimes with an outside source can help them get to the next level, and you don't need to think everything through themselves. So somebody who's open-minded, somebody who's committed to growing the business, that's an ideal client for me.
What is the advice you would give to your younger self?
really just looking back now over the years, I've probably been in 40 years of sales now, but looking back would be, as I've mentioned a little bit earlier, is realizing that you can really do what you put your mind to. There's no limitations to what you can do. And really, I should have got on that very early on. If I realized that at maybe a little earlier age, then, that would have sort of like spurred me along quicker, if you wish. But, just realizing the opportunity that life brings you and just be there to take it.
How can we support you?
Really just getting the message out to other businesses. My website is closingbusiness.com. We're here to help any company that has a sales force who feels that they could be doing better and they really want to do better and they're committed to doing better and they need help. We're there to help them, grow that sales force, grow and develop that team and improve the effectiveness of the whole team.
What would you say about your guest experience on the show?
It's great to be on the show. It's great to share information. It's great to have the opportunity to be able to come on and maybe just share some personal experiences and some personal challenges that I've had throughout the years to other people who are maybe up and coming in, fairly new in business and starting off and looking out there for what you need to do to get the business really working. Sales is not a dirty word. Sales, everybody needs to sell in order to get the business working. So take it as sales is just a process and you just need to have the right process in place.
What would you say as a final word?
Final words really is, it's been good to be on the show. I'd like to thank you, Mohammed, for having me on the show today and reaching out to me. And, just for everybody who does watch the show today, just believe in yourself and believe in what you do. Get passionate about it, get committed about it, and just go out there and do it.
Thank you, Graham, for your time and wisdom on the show. On the behalf of Entrepreneur Empowerment Club and its entire team, we really appreciate you. I hope our path cross again with another amazing guest. Until then, you have a wonderful time.
You too. Thanks very much, Mohammed.